from the UFC Apex here in Las Vegas, Nevada. A very good afternoon and welcome to UFC Fight Night. Cop versus Almabayev. And now, fight fans, we are set to go 3 rounds of action this scheduled in the UFC Flyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a striker standing 5 feet 4 inches tall. Weighing in officially 125.5 pounds, his record stands at 18 victories with 3 defeats. Fighting out of Karshi, Uzbekistan, here is Ramazan Temirov. And across the octagon, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Taijitsu fighter standing 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in officially 125 pounds and holds a record of 17 victories with 6 defeats. He is the pride of St. Louis, Charles Energy Jonson! And your referee in charge, Jason Herzog.
One of the best in the business, Jason Herzog, our referee. These are 2 of the best athletes in this flyweight division. We know the fly guys in totality, very fast, very athletic, but Temirov, outstanding athlete, and Charles Jonson, D1 cross country and track, all-state wrestler in high school. He was a 4-sport all-state athlete 1 year in high school. Charles Jonson is in black, Ramazan Temirov is in blue, and we are underway.
Jonson switches stance a lot, and he's leading with that southpaw stance right off the bat. One of the things he said is, I don't want to use my teep kicks because he has really good timing of those kicks to counter with big overhand rights and takedowns. So that's actually one of his main weapons to find range. So I'll be curious to see what he does with that to find range.
Nice spinning attack from Temirov, followed it up well with the left hand.
The backhand and the back kick for both these gentlemen are the keys, being southpaw versus conventional. And you see Temirov already clipped Jonson with that overhand right. And that's going to be his main weapon. I mean, Team Alpha Male, that's what they do. Overhand rights, guillotine chokes, double legs, and rear naked chokes. Those are the keys. Those are the fundamentals. I have no doubt those are what you're going to see out of Temirov.
Looked like a good connection by Jonson with a knee a moment ago. Julian Williams being joined by Justin Harding and Joaquin Rodriguez in the Jonson corner tonight. Nice body shot from Temirov. Ooh, good leg attacks, and now a right hand momentarily drops Jonson. Jonson told us in the fighter meeting Temirov needs to back him up to that black line to realize success tonight.
Man. So he knows what they need to do, but Temirov is like, I know that too, and he's actually doing it. Right now, it's been all that.
Jonson told us he was in great spirits as a martial artist during this trip. Ooh!
That was
nice front
kick.
Yeah.
I mean, that was on the money, straight to the chin.
Jonson, though, was a little bit put off by the card placement as a ranked fighter with 4 straight wins. He did wonder aloud why he was taking part in the first fight of the night.
To set the bar for the rest of the card is what I'd say.
Well, and I know you did a good job sort of leveling his mind when he brought that to your attention. Nice job by our truck isolating that beautiful kick to the front of the face of Temirov by Jonson.
I mean, how many times have you seen that from Anderson Silva, Lyoto Machida? You've seen it in these scraps against shorter opponents, especially southpaw versus conventional. That kick will be there all night.
Right. Stay right here, please. It's okay. You okay? You okay?
However, I want to point out that kick is different than a teep kick to the body. It doesn't poke forward as much as it comes up to the chin, so it's a different technique, harder to catch.
Hey, you're halfway through the round, Charles. Halfway through the round, buddy. Halfway.
And now you're seeing Jonson with the footwork. This is what he was not doing early on. He wasn't moving his feet. He was kind of standing in front of Temirov. Temirov really just got on the first onslaught. And now you're seeing Jonson get in rhythm. Still getting clipped, though.
Man, this Temirov is like a bat out of hell. We'll see how he holds up in rounds 2 and 3 if, in fact, we get there.
Him being as short as he is makes it so he's just packed with muscle.
Well, get ready for an explosive main event next weekend as UFC 313 takes over here in the desert. Alex Pereira putting his belt on the line against Magomed Ankalaev. Don't miss all the pay-per-view action as two of the most dangerous fighters in the world collide for the light heavyweight title. UFC 313 available for purchase now on ESPN+.
Minute 30, buddy. We want this round. We want it. Let's go. We gotta work.
So Temirov letting up on the pressure just a little to get that cardio back and reset himself so he doesn't sprint. Ooh, nasty spinning back fist connects.
Spinning back fist partially connects for Temirov. Under a minute now to go round one.
Spin attacks are a different adjustment for Jonson so far. You can see having a tough time adjusting, and the heavy power too. I mean, he's been kind of dropped to his knees a couple times in this round.
Oh. Temirov has not needed a stool in his last 5 fights, all round one knockouts. We'll see if Jonson can extend him tonight.
Man, you could see why too, right? And I mean, he's clipped Jonson multiple times. It's just Johnson's like a piece of steel. He keeps standing up and keeps coming forward, and that's why this fight's happening. First fight of the night. Look at it already. It's been jam-packed.
Yeah, Jonson has had his moments, but Temirov's power has certainly been heard from in round one. Oh, nice connection by Jonson late in the round. Temirov counters beautifully. What a start. Round two on the other side.
Right, you're over here. You're here.
Let's go. Come on, come on, come on.
Feel your ones right now.
All right, put that on. Okay, listen. That round was way too close, so we have to work, okay?
Yeah.
Now, what's happening is he's trying to time you, okay?
Yeah.
You're doing good when you're pressuring him back. When you pressure him back, just be ready for the comeback, okay? Stay down the center on him. He's wide. The way to get him is straight down the center, okay?
Yep.
All right, let's go. Now, listen, that round was not good for us. I don't care.
Okay, we're good.
We're gonna work. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I see everything now.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Hey, make him tired. Make him tired through work. Make him tired through work.
Where's the mouthpiece? Let's go. Get out. Out. Sit back. You too.
Check out ESPN's MMA show, Good Guy, Bad Guy, with Daniel Cormier and Shale. They don't miss it. These fighters seemingly in outstanding shape. Couldn't wait to get off the stool after round one. Coach Dean Thomas with us all night. Dino, what do you have?
Yeah, while Charles Jonson he took some impact in that first round, but he did a good job of avoiding the clean shots. But I think now he has to do a better job of just managing the distance. Because Temirov is throwing everything behind each shot, if he can get him to miss and counter, it's going to be heavy for him. If he can, all he got to do is get him to miss, Temirov will be exposed, and if he can counter, I think it'll pay his dividends.
Nicely dissected as usual. Dean Thomas will be with us throughout the night.
I love the forward pressure of Jonson in this round. I think he's got to keep Temirov on his heels if he's going to have success, because it's the shorter man. Keep the shorter man on the heels. Now he's got to force himself into the pocket against Jonson.
11th UFC appearance for Charles Jonson, all of them inside of 33 months. He has had more short notice fights than training camps in the UFC and deserves to be commended for that.
And you can see Jonson kind of has his distance a little bit better. Now he's dodging that overhand right of Temirov. I think he's got some reads on it. Not to say it can't still land, but it's just he's sliding out of the way just a little differently now.
Yep, nice knee by Jonson a moment ago. Ooh. Man, Temirov's right hand is lightning, unable to land at that time.
Yeah, it's super fast and super good timing, too. And that's what you got to expect from a shorter opponent.
Good uppercut by Jonson on the inside. About 3 minutes here to go in round two. You like Johnson's haircut, Dom, or no?
Like is a very universal word, right?
Yeah. It's an interesting look.
Yeah, I mean, it's hair, but not, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Kind of a mixture of both worlds.
Right.
Put him in the pocket. Put him in the pocket.
Good body shot by Temirov. Nicely done as he changed his level.
Halfway through the round, buddy. Halfway.
Jonson trying to cut an angle or so it appears.
Yeah, and the one thing you're seeing from Jonson, he's not really heading off now. Now he's kind of following Temirov, meaning he's going in circles instead of keeping Temirov in a box by moving side to side. And that's what's going to help Temirov set up his spin attacks, and it's also going to help Temirov pull Jonson into the power shots that he wants to. Because look at the footwork, and now you're seeing Jonson chase him all over the octagon. That helps the shorter man. Right there, that's what he wants. He's pulling Jonson into these shots. And now Jonson wants to kind of head him off instead of follow him all over the place, trying to chase down his footwork.
Oh, beautiful footwork, laterally moving by Temirov and able to land that short left hand.
Want to see Jonson have that lead hand fight. Those jabs shouldn't be getting through if you're hand fighting as a southpaw. He should be, you know, nullifying that lead hand of Temirov as much as possible. There's a nice left hand from Jonson. Stance switch. He's getting caught on the stance switch sometimes too.
Good jab by Temirov. Coming up on a minute here to go in round 2.
This round, Temirov is doing a great job changing his style. The first round, it was all pressure. This round, it's in and out movement, feints, fakes, counters. Nice counter there by Jonson.
Yep.
Oh, but it looks like 2 different style rounds, and that's a nice approach.
Temirov doing a really good job defensively. More often than not tonight, he hasn't been there for the Jonson counter. And Temirov landing 53% of his significant strikes thus far.
That's crazy. More than half your strikes you're landing, it's a definite win.
Action right in front of us here. Brief protest from Jonson. Thought that Temirov was grabbing the inside of that glove. Oh, nice elbow from Jonson. And a good connection by Temirov in counter. All right, a lot of flyweight offense through 2.
Get bucket. Young. Sit down. Put the ice on his back. Put the ice on the back. All right. So here's the situation. We need a big third round. Okay? That's it. Okay, take a deep breath. Relax. Yep. Deep breath. You got to stay cut because he's still trying to counterpunch by coming over the top, okay? 5 minutes, you dig hard. You're number 12 in the world, okay? You're going to have to start fighting like you're number 12 in the world, all right? How do you do that? You got to get a little bit more volume, and you got to stay tucked, okay? Don't follow him.
Down this Friday, Power Slap 12 from Fountain Blue, Las Vegas. For more information, head to powerslap.com. All right, live odds suggest that Charles Jonson has some work to do. This is his 8th straight fight that has gone to a round 3, Dom. What do you think Jonson needs to do to get back in this one?
He's trying to do it. That right there, he's just got to be reckless now because he might be down 2 rounds. I think his corner was right. Pour on the offense, try to wear this guy out, make it a barn burner in the 3rd round, and try not to get hit.
Yeah, always nice for a coach when an athlete responds to your imperative. Good start to round 3 for Jonson.
Yeah, and I think he's got the read on Temirov's strikes. So now's the time to pour on the offense. You got the timing, the read's a little bit better. Use your offense and stay away from the shots that you've read in the first 2 rounds.
Two fights ago, Jonson had a tremendous rally and finish. A knockout of Joshua Van in round 3. Perhaps another rabbit in the hat tonight. Nice jab by Temirov. Pretty timely entry there, and a takedown now for Temirov.
And that's the beautiful adjustment, 3rd round of adjustment from Temirov. He didn't shoot any takedowns in the 1st round. He didn't shoot any takedowns in the 2nd. And now because of the reckless pour on of offense from Jonson, he saw the opening for the shot. That was great timing. Great decision. But Does he have the cardio? Because he is slowing down. Jonson feels it. Jonson knows it. And he's doing his job to make this third round his.
Yeah, Temirov's body language suggests that he is not on a full tank with just over 3 to go. Mouth breathing.
Look how Jonson's heading him off now. He's not following as much as he's leading the foot. See how he's heading him off? That's the key right there. Don't follow Temirov. Head him off. There, nice body teep. Now he's letting his hands go. He's letting his kicks go. Jonson feels it closing in.
Plenty of time for Jonson to rally. Continuing to stalk his prey here. Good counter there by Charles.
So the one adjustment I would make for Jonson here, more combinations. There we go, this. He needs combinations, not one at a time. If I'm Jonson, I'm attacking the body so heavy right now because you can tell Temirov is a little bit tired.
Ooh.
There we go, that's attacking the body. Calf kicks, body work stops the takedown attempts from Temirov, and it takes the wind out of his lungs. Let's see if Jonson can piece together this finish in the third. I think he's gonna need it.
Oh,
you don't want to get clipped like that. That hurt him.
Yeah, that got Jonson's attention. Jonson mixing up his weaponry really well down the stretch.
Straight through. Fire! Fire! Don't think! Fire! Fire!
You hear Joaquin Rodriguez telling Charles not to think but to fire. Easier said than done, but he's got to go. Temirov with a little reset. Oh, great body work by Jonson. And there's that uppercut.
He's reading that body work, Anik, and that's the key.
Jonson says he's built for 3 rounds, built for 5 rounds. A stiff jab there from Temirov.
Ooh, nice hook. We haven't seen Temirov get out of that first round too much, but what you're learning about him this round is he's got underrated footwork. The guy's hard to get a hold of, hard to find, hard to hit. And what you're learning about Jonson is what you've always known. The guy's got a gas tank, and he knows how to keep the offense going, knows how to keep it a tough fight, knows how to make it fun to watch. This fight has been awesome. Ooh, nice knee. He's definitely won this third round, I would say, the way it's been going, but we don't know how those first 2 rounds have been judged either. He's dictated the pace in this third round the way his coach has asked him to in Jonson.
Well, a lot of pundits felt as though if Jonson could extend Temirov, the pendulum would swing and the advantage would be his late. Nice 1-2 from Temirov. But a big third round for Energy Charles Jonson.
Ooh, slick, Temirov.
Nice knee from Jonson. All right, so a strong response out of Charles Jonson in round 3.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the scorecards, and all 3 judges have it 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision, Ramazan Temirov!
So Charles Jonson somewhat disappointed, but looks like a fairly easy fight to score. Ramazan Temirov, on the strength of his performance in rounds 1 and 2, gets it done. He is a perfect 2-0 in the UFC, and he has now won his last 11 fights. Congratulations to Uzbekistan's Ramazan Temirov. Well, tune in to UFC